Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Delicious, and today we have this kind of topic: training fakes, which has a science and attributes, not gross attributes. I mean, whatever. I will let. There is tons of data, which is. You can't even see some of the numbers, and there is even this video, and we are literally going to talk about many stuff. But the real question is, it's true that training is fake or something is wrong with it? We'll find it out. So before we start, I will tell you how I did the first trial, we will call it. So I took my elite team, elite Super League, the Super League table, and I literally took some players of it. We are gonna check it, which players I decided. I didn't keep them all because I wanted to check literally one by one how they were developing. And they are not customized. I mean, you can check it. I mean, if you are a script boy, you can get the file and check yourself. These are all in-game players. Instead of doing some customized like 200 potential ability players. Why? Because when you are going to create or you are gonna modify a player, things will go wrong. I mean, you have many stuff to do that. You can do in game editor, you can do here, you can do in many ways. And there are even more things to keep in consideration that when you are playing, and those, I mean, we call those idents: ambition, loyalty, pressure, professionalism, sportsmanship, temperament, controversy, consistency, dirtiness, important matches, and blah blah blah. About the stuff, guys, I literally suggest you to check ABFM work about that. I am pretty sure, I am not 100% sure that he literally did all the stuff. And we can even safely say that they didn't even change during those years. Like, player development work in that way since Y. They touched it because, what I mean, maybe the game was too easy, your kids would skyrocket, because when you are gonna get a Wonder Kid, and, for example, here, this player has 159 potential ability, and if he can reach it, it's different from 119. This is a Wonderkin, this is a Yoro, this is a super sexy player, he will become a monster. And we are gonna check it, I mean... And another thing that you need to keep in consideration, that PA, potential ability, it's dynamic. For example, from this save, maybe here he is 159, from another it's 170, from another one it's 165. Potential ability can change. This is a number that can change. What I discovered on this kind of test, it's something that we are gonna check it out. So let's see now the table. Okay, so by reading that post, I found it out. I mean, I took like 3 trials because I wanted to check, because I did it for Rest and Destroy, if you remember. I was sure that Rest and Destroy was a very good base. I mean, literally, you don't train them, you just rest and destroy. This is what it means. But I usually let everything on my assistant manager because there are two things important from training. So we go to training. Oops, I mean here. This is something that you need literally to check. Rest here, rest your units. This is the thing that we already talked. This kind of Rest and Destroy, for me, it's like this. But for example, that on that post, the best way is double intensity. First, we are gonna talk about why I choose half intensity. It's literally because when I play, I want my players to be fresh. I am one of the dudes that play his best 11 and do minus rotation, for example. I don't really play 25 rotation players because maybe something goes wrong, something can be wrong. You're gonna lose points, and when I lose points, I mean, if you check my pentagon, at a point when you are playing in the game and you need always to climb, it will be literally challenging. It's not you're gonna win every time. Depends even what are you gonna whatever. So individual training focus. This is something that you literally can do yourself, or you can let your assistant manager do that. Before, I mean, in the past I was like obsessed. I was even listening, for example, here it's saying improve his long distribution and blah blah blah, whatever. You can do that manually. You go to the player, for example, additional focus, and here you literally have, I mean, it depends what he's suggesting, and you can choose the additional focus. I noticed a time ago that it was literally, I mean, yes, you can do that, but you don't need to forget it. Why? Because this is what, for me, it's people are mistaking. For example, you have many stats, 20, 20, 20, 20. It's not like it's just writing some numbers, okay? Let's see, this is space. This is acceleration. And this is jumping reach, right? Right. I just took the most famous attributes on those days. Every player, it's not so used to go 20-20. Euro. So we can go back to our Euro. I mean, you can take any kind of example. Doesn't mean this guy can go 20 pace, 20 acceleration, 20 jumping reach. Maybe he can go. But for example, I mean, this is my supposition. Maybe I am totally wrong, but whatever. He can reach maximum. I mean, for example, he's 20. His maximum on pace is 15. For example, here is 14. I don't remember if it was 11. I mean, just try to understand me. And here can be 15-20. You can't exceed, go over that 15 by training. It's impossible. I mean, it should be impossible. If that can happen by one. I literally don't believe it, that you can exceed those kind of numbers. It's a database, so I mean, literally it's made for this kind of logic. Otherwise, you could produce 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20 on those kind of stats, and you could produce a mutant. And this is things that can go wrong when you literally go, I mean, for example, I want to do something stupid. I go here, edit my boy, and I put everyone, okay? Boom. Boom, boom, I mean everything. I will not do that because I know what is gonna happen. I mean, I will do that. But just, I mean, I will do that offline. So remember it. And when you do that things, and I will put 200 PA and I will run like a season, you will see that things go crazy. He will go, and because you putting 200 potential ability, this is not the reality. It's not like the player. It was made of. Maybe there are even limitations on some kind of stats for the role, for the zone, and blah 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 blah. And this is even CA consummation. I mean, you consume some of your current ability to increase some stats. This is basically how it works. Whatever. So I went and did this kind of... I choose my players, I choose some players. It was literally too much to check one by one, but I wanted to understand how with everything on Assistant Manager. This is what it means. Everything on Assistant Manager. I just put training and focus training on him. Here I just made something that we made on my Discord because we were like excited. Oh, you can create mutants finally. Let's go create the mutants. And after I used the updated Zaz, always you can find it on FM Marina. Because this is completely different from those builds. Those are like super, I mean, here it's up to your assistant manager. This is a super rest. And this is a very high training routine. And you can check the numbers. Sometimes it's better everything on assistant manager, sometimes it's better everything on rest, sometimes, I mean, depends literally by the player. So, what you can notice, it's like similar, it's very similar. I can't really say Zaz is Vrost, Hulk is better, or everything with assistant manager is better. I can tell you that if you are a slot, or if you couldn't care less, but you want a nice player progression, you can even let everything to your assistant manager. Who the hell cares? This is something that happens, and it will happen. Like, you can check it. This is something that I did. You can check it, how the numbers are getting in progression. 2, and the same things will happen to all those three. It's not like it changing. Maybe sometimes one is better, one is not. But you can't really say that Zaz it's increasing only to stats or it's more complete than rest and destroy or everything on assistant manager. You can't say that because it's not happening with those players. But I am assured that it's not happening even with other players. I just took the Wonder Kits. I mean, there are many. You can try with. I mean, you can track your data as you want. Since I am playing the game, and I really love to track those kind of interaction, how they increase, how they develop, I know how it works. Point is, if we found a cheat, but maybe it was even misleading. I mean, we miss... it's not the post that it's misleading, but we misread it. I mean, we were so excited. We saw like 30 points, CA 1 year, whatever. I mean, we were wrong. By this, something is not working because Zaz it's a very demanding training. This is rest, and this is everything on assistant manager. I can tell you one is better than others, even because for me it's even randomic. Something can happen, your player can injury. I can't really freeze do stuff. If I freeze a condition, it's useless. It will be even more funny because they will finish like very more similar. So for me there is even the RNG part. And something that is even more fun, for example, here Aslani, you can see at least, this is everyone, it's the average for one trial. So I did one run, and I tracked, one run and tracked, one run and tracked. I mean, one run, it's all the games, I mean, one season here. 38 games. I even tried to understand if this kind of environment could change it, because those are the best teams in the game. I mean, Sevilla, it's a discutable, whatever. Even Porto, whatever. I mean, this is how I set up at the Super League. I mean, this is harder than Premier League 100%. So I tracked that, and see, and and results weren't convincing me. So I went on Fulham. I brought the very same players, but already you can see CA and PA is changing. Only Silla is similar. For example, everyone is changing. Here Yoritz 171. And I ran 3 seasons. I mean, I did. I will explain what I did. Heal all the players in the game. Stop on January 6 on January. I mean, so I did every time the same thing. 6 January, and after I let the season ends and repeat heal all players, blah blah blah, for 3 years. And once I tried even 5. And you can see that when you can see X file PA means that for some reason his PA changed. Doesn't mean that, I mean, guys, I took the same file because I just load 3 years, load 3 years, load 3 years. I mean, we can literally see that. Here I let one example. So I mean, I will drop all those files on Patreon, so you can get them. I mean, for now let's wait a bit because I am working even on the forum. So I took this kind of player pools. You can call it a player template and just run it season. You can see boom, 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 and check how they were doing. You can, I mean, this is something that I was doing like here, where is it? Where is him? You go to development, progress, attributes, and you can check how he increased his stats. All those were working in a similar way. Sometimes it goes wrong, sometimes, for example, here Aslani, guys, it's not like Aslani didn't play, because this is even, for some reason, guys, this guy was stuck. He was literally stuck. Okay, first year here he didn't play. The second here he played, and the third he played as well, but he didn't develop. I mean, here he even got away 2 less. And it's insane. It's literally insane in my opinion. So something, I mean, I cooked, those are all 3 years. From here to Rest and Destroy, I even tried to Rest and Destroy, that it was the only one. And you can check it. I mean, the Zads for sometimes were better. I mean, I really highlighted. And sometimes the other ones were better. Once again, from this kind of data, I can tell you, okay, it doesn't really matter your training. You need to keep your players safe, I mean, clean and fresh, and you need to play them. There are many parts, I mean, many interaction with the items that are interacting with them. For example, you can see Tell, even on the Super League, he always was one of the best on CA increasements. So on this one, he did 40 APA. You go. Where is it? Where is my Tell? And this is a Tell. This guy is astronomical. He can play multiple roles. He has the very stats that you want. And you can check how he increased his stats. Now I don't know why it happens. Many times I see some players literally lose determination. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, this is something that you should check more in depth. What I am trying to show you here is don't really go in whatever. Play your games and don't care too much. This is my very conclusion of it. And my favorite setup, I mean, rest, and here you can check I try a double intensity and whatever. But for example, on this one, that it's the one that I am using and I will suggest, I used half intensity. Why I did that? Why I did it? First of all, if you remember, the same thing that I do after every game, it's to rest here without to rest my players. One day if I have one game every week, and 2 days if I have more than one. I never go to 3. Only this is my routine. You can check on Pentagon what I am doing, and this is why manual rest it's even better than super. I mean, you should do super rest plus manual rest. This is something that even ABFM confirmed from his test, and he was more detailed than me, obviously. I just noticed that this kind of things by planning, not by, I mean, your feeling, your guts. You should even to listen to them because it's important. I mean, what do you prefer, 1 CA plus or that you can keep your players fresh and ready to go? You can even, I mean, if, for example, on the ads, I don't like condition, sharpness. It's you're losing too much because the training it's too demanding. I mean, that one that he released on FM Arena after, now he's changing it. I mean, at least I didn't really follow it that much. I mean, I tried to explain some stuff, but maybe I should have read better, whatever. I mean, just saying, you can't create mutants. No matter what you do, I tried it. You can create those mutants. They will grow according to their plane. Like Omorodion here, these ones can't go 20 pace, can't go 20 acceleration. I tried even quickness, I tried all those setups that they are suggesting on that post. Conclusion is, yes, training is useless. Not useless, it's fake. You need it to keep your player safe, your player fresh, your player ready to go. If I mean, and you need to even to manual rest like I teached you on the previous videos. I don't believe that it is, and I don't believe that this is better of Ross than all those things. I prefer these ones because I mean, for me at a point it's literally important. I mean, I will show you. You can find it on description. And I came with this solution. Even Kaoxide was using something similar, and this is very similar to Rest and Destroy. It's literally similar. Now it's there, and we lost it. And I created by basing on it, but why do I like it? Injury risk, it's lower. Condition, I mean, it's gonna happen. Fatigue, it's gonna happen. I care about sharpness. I care about team cohesion. I care about happiness. I don't care about familiarity. Even it's maxed. I couldn't care less. Literally, I couldn't care less about them. About it. And so, you need to adapt those training routines to your, I don't know why it's literally so slow. So, this was the old boy, the old baby. I don't think that it's so much different. There are many things. But we went with this, and so, I mean, now I am training in Pentagon, and it's working. It's not like from this to that, you will get that kind of, oh Jesus, now I will... I don't know why I mean, when I recreated this computer, something went wrong. And this one, that it was the updated one, for me this is gonna destroy your condition, your sharpness, your injury risk. It's too much. They are training too much. But I am not saying that this is useless. For example, I would like it for the yacht. I will put it. I mean, if I am I want to really try hard. And I am on Barcelona, for example, where my kids are coming like no tomorrow. Like mini Messi are coming out from the walls. I will use it for my outs. Because by analyzing, it's more complete, obviously, than this one. Even though this is the best scenario when you play a lot of games. But for me, the ads, it's better when you are not. Now I don't know if they already say that or whatever. I'm just giving you literally my 50 cents on it. And apparently you can create mutants and we are so sad. Now I will literally go and check what's gonna happen if I put 200 PA on that euro, and you will see. Okay, so now we have our euro with everything on one. We are gonna change like the guy did whatever he did. I mean, I don't know exactly what he did. I put 200 PA. Okay, so which means that you should even do that. Or you need to calculate how many CA are equivalent to every stats on one. Whatever. Now my experiment is, I will put to 200. So the game now must compensate his stats. So he will grow in we will put like 1 month, literally come next month. I will do that live, so you know that I am not doing that anything funny. And you will understand my point of it. I mean, I don't really know if they calculate CA, if when you are doing customization things, you need at least calculate the starting PA, I mean, even there is a suggestion, you can check it. It's 1, it's 34, it's 50, whatever. I mean, it can be anything. I mean, you can find it very, very easily. But you will notice now what is gonna happen to Yoro. He will not play any kind of game. Now let's check what happened to Yoro after those games. Where is a little Yoro? He died. Boom. You see? I just compensate the luck, but this is to you something that concern the training. Guys, he went literally, this is okay, natural physics. This is not logical. You remember how he was built before. I just put every one, and you can see it. Things went wrong. Why he decided that 1 is aggression, 1 is determination, why it's flare. I just changing his PA, his CA. I didn't say nothing else. I didn't do anything else. Boom, Super Yoro. And this is not about training, because I didn't even put it. It's trainingless. So you need, when you are putting 200 PA, you need to be a little bit, you need to put some kind of logic. You can even wait that the player will grow. But this is literally something that why the game compensate this way. This is astronomical, even if this natural fitness is 1. This guy is astronomical. He's a beast. I mean, he played only 1 game because he need some games to compensate. Let's check another month. I mean, it's pretty fast, so we can wait. I didn't literally do nothing on the file. I am just showing you. So you can't really put random numbers. You need to understand the hell you are doing. You need to start from a base. 200 PA. I mean, from the player that I've shown you, how many players do you believe are 200 PA in the game? They are not so many. So for me, the first step about doing the stuff, it's useless. Why you are even doing that? There is no fucking logic on it. That's why I hate to do 200 PA players. I mean, it's illogical, it's like creating ghouls, it's like creating things that will never happen on your environment. So how are you basing your test on it? This is my very question, and that's why I showed you. I literally changed random numbers. Now let's see if he changed. No, he stayed the same way. But he's planning. I mean, there is no tactic, there is nothing, so whatever. I mean, I don't even know if they are using this 43. No, they are using this 43. They are doing very shitty. But Yoro is planning, it's a 7.2. You could even use him as a striker. I mean, you can. It's astronomical. Can he play games even with natural fitness? Yes. Attributes are not a story. I will not release my attributes things for now. I wanna wait FM25 because I am curious if they changed how the engine works. And this is from me everything. You can find all the stuff in description. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye. And don't do 200 PA anymore. Thank you very much.